stop right now. Whatever you're doing, put it down. Because what I'm about to share with you will change everything you thought you knew about yourself. Everything. For your entire life, you've been living under a lie. You've been called human, a word meant to keep you small, powerless, and disconnected from your true potential. But today, we're ripping that label off and breaking through the illusion. You are Hue-Man, a being made of light, vibrating with limitless energy and infinite potential. And the reason this truth has been hidden from you, because once you know it, you'll never be the same again. Once you realize who you really are, there's no going back. This isn't just another self-help mantra. This is the gateway to total transformation. By the end of this video, you'll be armed with the secrets of light, color, and vibration that will forever change the way you see yourself and the world around you. Get ready, because you're about to unlock the most powerful force that's been hiding right inside you. It's time to wake up and harness the energy that will reshape your reality. Have you ever felt like there's more to life than this? That you're more than just flesh, bones, and endless routines? You're not alone. Millions of people around the globe are waking up to the feeling that something's been kept from them, something big. Since the day you were born, you've been told a story that you're just a physical being, that you're separate from the energy around you, that you're powerless to change the circumstances of your life. But what if I told you this is all part of an elaborate illusion, one designed to keep you from realizing the truth about who you are? Let me let you in on a secret. The word human isn't just a label, it's a trap that has its roots deep in the ancient language of control. You've been conditioned to see yourself as something less than you are, but that ends now. You are Hue-Man, a being of pure light, energy, and vibration, intertwined with forces far beyond your physical form. Your essence vibrates on frequencies you've barely begun to understand. You're not separate from the universe around you. You are the universe. Ancient civilizations knew this. The Egyptians worshipped the power of light, symbolized by the sun god Ra. And modern quantum physics? It's starting to catch up, revealing the deep interconnectedness of all things. This means you're not just a cog in the machine. You are a creator, a force of light with the power to shape reality. Every thought you have, every emotion you feel, sends out waves of energy that ripple through the universe. Now, are you starting to see the lie? The world has been hiding your power for too long, but not anymore. The real question is, what will you do with this newfound truth? Words aren't just sounds or symbols, they're power. They shape how we see the world, how we see ourselves, and more importantly, how we limit ourselves. Think about the word human. It's a term rooted in Latin, tethering us to the physical, suggesting we're nothing more than flesh, bone, and earth. But what if I told you that this very word has been holding you back? That it's part of a system designed to bury the truth of who you really are? There's a truth hidden beneath layers of societal conditioning, a truth so profound it could transform everything. You're not just human. You're Hue-Man, a being of light, color, and pure vibration, intricately connected to the unseen forces that govern this universe. You're not limited by matter. You are energy. You vibrate with frequencies that ripple through everything, reflecting your true essence. The spectrum of life flows through you, invisible but undeniable, constantly influencing the world around you. And here's the thing. Hue-Man isn't just a clever metaphor. It's a reality. It's the acknowledgement that your identity transcends the physical. You are a being of light, connected to the universe in ways both ancient wisdom and modern science have affirmed. From the smallest atom to the largest galaxy, everything vibrates with energy, and you're no exception. Your thoughts, your emotions, everything is energy, and it's all interacting with the world at a level that we're just starting to understand. Think about it. If you are made of light and energy, how does that change the way you move through the world? What could you do if you truly harnessed this knowledge? Imagine the possibilities. Ancient cultures got it. The Egyptians. They revered Ra, the sun god, as a symbol of creation and light, an acknowledgement of humanity's deep connection to the source of energy itself. This understanding has been buried, lost in the noise of the modern world, but science is catching up. Quantum physics is revealing that nothing is truly separate. You are not just a body in a disconnected universe. You are woven into the very fabric of existence. Understanding yourself as a Hue-Man is more than just a mindset shift, it's a revolution. It means stepping into the truth of your multidimensional existence. You are not confined by your physical form. You are a dynamic energy system, capable of extraordinary things. Once you embrace this perspective, everything changes. You'll realize that you are connected to a vast collective consciousness, a field of limitless potential that links you to everything and everyone. This is your moment to tap into that higher power, to awaken your true potential, and start creating the life you were always capable of. The only question left is, how long will you keep yourself small? Every second you delay, you stay confined to a lesser version of yourself. It's time to break free. But this connection to something greater isn't just a nice idea. It's backed by science. What if your thoughts had the power to influence the world around you, instantly changing your reality? Groundbreaking research is revealing the shocking truth about human consciousness and its ability to shape physical matter. Are you ready to see yourself in a completely new way? The link between light, energy, and consciousness isn't just a metaphor. It's real, and it's changing everything we know about what it means to exist. Quantum physics is uncovering the true nature of our being, and it's far more incredible than we ever imagined. As a Hue-Man, you're capable of far more than you've been led to believe. The question is, are you ready to step into that power? For years, the idea that humans are simply physical bodies has been deeply ingrained in our minds. But what if I told you that your true identity goes far beyond the physical? New scientific research is now supporting what ancient cultures have long believed, that we are beings of light, constantly emitting and interacting with energy. This isn't just a spiritual metaphor, it's a reality that is changing the way we understand who we truly are. Let's start with something called biophotons. These tiny particles of light are emitted by all living organisms, including you. Although invisible to the naked eye, these light emissions play a critical role in how your body functions. They are like messengers, helping your cells communicate with each other, ensuring balance and harmony within your body. In a way, you are literally glowing, a being of light, even if you can't see it. Ancient cultures understood this idea on a deeper level, even though they didn't have the scientific language we use today. For example, many spiritual traditions speak about humans as beings of light, connected to universal energies that flow through everything. This isn't just symbolic. It reflects the actual energy and light that your body constantly interacts with. But what does this mean for you right now? It means that you're not just a passive observer in this world, you're an active participant. Your body, your mind, your emotions, all of these are part of a vast interconnected system of energy. When you understand that you're a Hue-Man, a being of light, you begin to see that you're constantly influencing the world around you, just as much as it's influencing you. Every thought, every emotion you have emits energy, and this energy doesn't stop at your skin. It ripples out into the world, affecting the people and environment around you. Have you ever noticed how someone's mood can change the energy in a room? That's because we're all emitting frequencies that interact with one another, like different colors blending together on a canvas. And just like colors, different emotional states resonate at different frequencies. Positive emotions like love, gratitude, and joy emit higher, lighter frequencies, while negative emotions like fear or anger carry heavier, denser vibrations. When you live as a Hue-Man, you're in tune with these frequencies, and you begin to understand how your emotional state shapes your reality. Here's the fascinating part. You can control this. Just as you can choose the clothes you wear, or the food you eat, you can choose the energy you project into the world. When you align your thoughts and feelings with higher vibrations, love, peace, gratitude, you elevate your own frequency. This doesn't just benefit you, it impacts everything around you, creating harmony, attracting positive experiences, and even promoting healing. This understanding goes beyond just personal growth. It connects you to something much larger. When you realize you are a being of light, connected to the frequencies of the universe, you understand that you are part of a greater collective energy. You're not alone in this journey. You're part of an endless web of light and energy that links you to others, to nature, and to the cosmos. Think of the sun. It emits light and energy that nourishes the earth, allowing plants to grow and life to thrive. In the same way, as a Hue-Man, you're constantly emitting light and energy into the world. Your thoughts, emotions, and intentions have a ripple effect, influencing not only your personal reality, but the larger reality we all share. So, what does this mean for your life? It means that every time you shift your focus to more positive, uplifting emotions, you are literally changing the energy field around you. You're shaping your experience and contributing to the collective energy of the world. When you understand this, it becomes clear that your true power lies not just in what you do, but in how you think and feel. This isn't just a feel-good idea. It's a way of living that's supported by science and ancient wisdom alike. The energy you radiate as a being of light, as a Hue-Man, is a force that can transform not only your own life but the world around you. But with great power comes great responsibility. As we tap into our true nature as light beings, we need to be mindful of the energy we're putting out into the world. Are your thoughts creating light or darkness? Are you using your power to uplift yourself and others, or are you unknowingly dimming your own light? You're not just creating light or darkness with your thoughts, you're painting your entire existence with a spectrum of energy. Think about the difference between walking into a room full of tension and anger versus stepping into a space filled with love and joy. You feel the shift immediately. That's not just a coincidence. It's energy in motion, and it's happening all around you all the time. Ancient wisdom and modern science are both coming together to show that you can harness this emotional energy to shape your reality in ways you've never imagined. Now, imagine if your emotions were visible as colors. What would your spectrum look like right now? Would it be bright and vibrant, or muted and dim? This isn't just a metaphor. It's a way to understand the energy you're constantly putting out into the world. Your emotions aren't just fleeting feelings. They're powerful frequencies, each one resonating at a different level of vibration, like a walking, talking light show that reflects your inner state to the universe. Let's break it down. When you're feeling emotions like anger, fear, or frustration, your energy vibrates at a lower frequency. This can be compared to dark, heavy colors like deep reds or murky oranges. But when you shift into higher emotions, like love, joy, and gratitude, your frequency rises and you start to glow with higher colors. Think of bright blues, greens, and radiant violets. These are the colors of elevated consciousness. But here's where it gets truly transformative. Just like light passing through a prism, you are constantly refracting universal energy through your emotional state. Your emotions act as a lens, shaping how you experience the world around you. When you're vibrating at a lower frequency, your perception narrows. Everything seems darker, more stressful, and full of obstacles. But the moment you raise your vibration, the world begins to shift. You start seeing solutions, opportunities, and connections that you couldn't see before. It's not magic, it's energy in motion, and you're the one directing it. This isn't just some abstract New Age theory. Science is now backing what ancient cultures have long known. Human beings actually emit light, called biophotons. These weak flashes of light are a fundamental part of how our cells communicate with each other. Think of it as your body's internal messaging system, constantly sending and receiving information through light. But here's the fascinating part. This light isn't just for internal use. It's also interacting with the world around you like a continuous energetic broadcast. Now, imagine if you could consciously control this light. What if you could adjust your personal energy, just like tuning a radio to the right frequency? This is where your true power lies. By learning to tune your emotional state, you can actively change how your light, your energy, is projected into the world, and in return, how the world responds to you. It's about more than just feeling better. It's about creating a ripple effect that changes your reality. Let's break this down with a concrete example. Think about how you feel when you're truly confident. You walk into a room and people notice. Opportunities seem to come to you effortlessly. This isn't just luck or coincidence. It's because you're radiating a high-frequency energy, one that others can subconsciously sense. Your confidence, your empowerment, all of that is literally visible to the world through the energy you're putting out. The more you tune into those higher emotions, like confidence, joy, and gratitude, the stronger your energetic signal becomes. On the flip side, let's consider a lower frequency example. Think about a time when you were stressed, anxious, or angry. Did you notice how the world seemed to mirror that energy? Maybe things went wrong, conversations felt tense, and obstacles appeared where there shouldn't have been any. That's because those emotions, like anger, fear, or frustration, emit a lower, denser vibration. People feel it, even if they can't consciously identify it. It's as though your energy field becomes cloudy, blocking the positive flow of life and limiting what you attract. Here's the key lesson. You can shift this. You have the power to change your emotional frequency, which in turn shifts the energy you radiate. Think of yourself as a prism. When light enters you, your emotional state determines how that light refracts into the world. If you're feeling low, your prism bends the light into darker, heavier hues like deep reds or murky browns. But when you elevate your emotions, focusing on gratitude, joy, or peace, you start refracting the light into brighter, higher frequency colors like yellows, blues, or vibrant greens. These colors represent the energetic state that draws positive experiences and interactions into your life. Here's a practical way to start using this knowledge today. Begin by tracking your emotions. Throughout the day, pause and check in with yourself. Are you feeling uplifted and energized? Or are you stuck in a low-energy state like frustration or overwhelm? Notice how people and situations react to your energy. When you're in a good mood, observe how conversations flow more easily, how opportunities seem to present themselves. When you're in a bad mood, notice how challenges or resistance seem to arise. Now, to take it even further, let's talk about consciously raising your vibration. It can be as simple as practicing mindfulness or breath work. When you catch yourself in a low-frequency emotional state, pause. Take a deep breath and shift your focus to something positive. For instance, recall a moment when you felt genuinely happy or grateful. Feel that emotion as deeply as possible. This simple shift in focus raises your emotional frequency, and you'll notice that the energy around you begins to change as well. Here's another example. Surround yourself with colors that lift your energy. This isn't just about aesthetics. Colors have vibrational frequencies too. Wearing or decorating with bright yellows, blues, and greens can help elevate your energy. Likewise, music can be a powerful tool. Listening to uplifting music with higher frequencies can instantly raise your vibration, putting you in a better mood and allowing you to project more positive energy into the world. But here's the most important part. This isn't just about personal transformation. When you raise your vibration, you're not only changing your life, you're impacting the world around you. It's like dropping a pebble in a pond. The ripple effect of your elevated energy spreads out, touching everyone you come into contact with. People respond to your energy, even if they don't realize it. When you radiate positivity and light, you uplift the collective energy of those around you. Start by becoming more aware of the energy you're projecting. Ask yourself throughout the day, What am I radiating right now? When you feel off, take it as a signal to adjust your frequency. Use tools like deep breathing, positive visualization, or simply stepping into nature to reconnect with higher vibrational states. By mastering the art of tuning your frequency, you'll not only improve your personal experiences, but you'll also contribute to raising the collective energy of the world. You are not just a passive observer, you're an active creator, shaping the reality around you with your thoughts, emotions, and the light you emit. Once you're aware, you can start making conscious choices to shift your frequency. It could be as simple as taking a few deep breaths, practicing gratitude, or visualizing yourself surrounded by bright, healing light. The more you practice, the easier it becomes to maintain those higher vibrations. The universe isn't just passively responding to your energy, it's waiting for you to guide it. Imagine your consciousness as a prism, with the potential to bend the light of universal energy into any reality you desire. Are you ready to unlock the secret of conscious refraction? This isn't just theory. This is about you and the incredible power you haven't fully tapped into yet. Your mind is a cosmic prism, capable of transforming pure, unfiltered universal light into the reality you experience every day. But here's the catch. Most people have no idea they have this power. They're looking at life through a fixed lens, unaware that with a small shift in perspective, they could completely transform their reality. Think about how light works when it passes through a prism. White light enters, unseen, pure potential, and then it refracts into a spectrum of colors, each representing a different frequency of light. Your mind works in exactly the same way. Your thoughts, beliefs, and perceptions act as the angles in your internal prism, bending the light of universal energy into your lived experiences. Change the angle, and you change what you see, feel, and experience. It's that simple, yet profound. So how does this idea work in real life? Let's break it down with real examples of people who mastered their inner prism and refracted light into extraordinary realities. Take Nelson Mandela, a man who spent 27 long years in prison under conditions that would have crushed most people. But Mandela, he didn't just survive, he thrived. How? By using the power of his inner prism to shift his perspective, from victim to visionary. He didn't allow the harshness of his reality to break him. Instead, he refracted that experience, transforming it into a vision of hope and reconciliation. Mandela took what could have been his darkest years and used them as fuel to grow, to reflect, and to plan his vision for a united South Africa. This wasn't just a mental exercise. It was a profound shift in perception that didn't just transform his life but changed the course of history. His ability to consciously refocus his energy, to take the light of his harsh circumstances and bend it into something beautiful, is the perfect example of what it means to practice conscious refraction. Mandela's story teaches us that we hold the power to reshape even the darkest moments of our lives. It's not about avoiding hardship, but about learning how to transform that hardship into light. That is the real magic. Let's talk about Neville Goddard, a spiritual teacher who didn't just believe in the power of imagination, he lived it. To him, imagination wasn't just a daydream, it was the key to bending reality. Goddard practiced what he called living in the end, vividly imagining his desires as if they had already come true. And here's the thing. By consciously adjusting the angle of his mental prism, he didn't just talk about transformation, he manifested it. Whether it was personal breakthroughs or material success, Goddard used his imagination as a tool to reshape his reality. He showed that when you focus your mind on an outcome as if it's already done, reality shifts to match that vision. He didn't just keep this knowledge to himself, he taught countless others how to do the same, proving that when imagination is used correctly, it becomes one of the most powerful tools you have for bending the world to your will. So, what are you imagining into existence right now? Now let's make this practical for you. Start by identifying an area of your life where you feel stuck. Is it your career, your relationships, or maybe your self-confidence. Imagine this part of your life as a beam of light entering your mental prism. What angle are you viewing it from right now? Are you seeing it through the lens of limitation, fear, or doubt? What would happen if you shifted your perspective? If you saw this challenge not as a roadblock, but as a stepping stone towards something greater? For example, if you're stuck in a job that feels unfulfilling, what if you began to see it as the training ground for your next big opportunity? By adjusting the angle of your mental prism, you can shift from frustration to empowerment. And that shift will change the way you experience your job. You might start noticing new opportunities, ideas, or connections that were previously invisible to you. This power isn't just for major life shifts, it works on a daily basis. Think of a time when you've had a bad day and everything seems to go wrong. That's your prism refracting negative energy into your experience. Now, imagine consciously deciding to change your angle. What would happen if, instead of seeing the traffic jam or the rude comment as setbacks, you saw them as opportunities to practice patience and positivity? That shift changes everything. Suddenly, what felt like a stressful situation becomes a chance to realign your energy and create a better outcome. And here's the real secret. The more you practice conscious refraction, the more natural it becomes. Your mind becomes trained to look for angles that serve your highest potential, and over time, you'll find that challenges become easier to navigate, opportunities flow more freely, and your overall experience of life becomes lighter and more aligned with your true desires. So, how do you master your inner prism? It starts with awareness. Throughout the day, check in with yourself. How are you refracting the light of your thoughts and emotions? If you catch yourself in a low-energy state, shift your angle. Use visualization, gratitude, or even just a quick mental reset to adjust your perception. Remember, every time you change your mental angle, you change what you attract and experience. The power is in your hands. You are not a passive observer in life. You are a powerful creator, refracting universal light into the reality you live. The more you embrace this power, the more you will see how limitless your potential truly is. These aren't just feel-good stories meant to inspire. They are living proof of the immense power you hold within. Every thought you think, every belief you carry, and every emotion you feel is like turning the dial on your inner prism, adjusting how you refract the light of universal consciousness. So let me ask you, are you bending that light toward a reality of lack and limitation? Or are you aiming it toward abundance and endless possibility? Here's the truth. The choice is yours, but it doesn't happen by accident. It requires conscious, deliberate effort. It's about waking up to the beliefs and perceptions that are currently shaping your reality, the angles through which you view the world. And once you're aware of those angles, it's about making the active choice to adjust them. Align your thoughts, beliefs, and emotions with the reality you want to create. This isn't some magical fairy tale. This is how consciousness works at its core. Now, imagine this. What if you could shift your perspective at will, instantly transforming how you experience life? That problem you've been avoiding. It could become an exciting opportunity. The fear holding you back? It could turn into a wellspring of courage. Your limitations? They'd become the stepping stones to your greatest growth. This is the power of mastering your inner prism. It's not about forcing change. It's about aligning with the deeper, universal forces that are already there, waiting for you to tap into them. And mastering your inner prism, that's just the start. What if I told you that every single thought you have sends ripples through the fabric of reality itself, linking up with billions of other minds to shape the future of our collective destiny? I know it sounds crazy, but the science behind our shared consciousness is about to blow your mind, and it's going to change everything you thought you knew about manifesting your dreams. You see, this isn't just about you. You're not some isolated island of thought floating in the middle of nowhere. No, you're part of something much, much bigger. You're a vital node in a vast, interconnected quantum field, a web of consciousness that links every thought, every intention, every emotion. And here's the things. Every single one of these sends waves of energy rippling out through the field, touching lives in ways you can't even imagine. Think of the quantum field as a massive, invisible ocean of energy that connects everything in the universe. It's not just some empty void. It's alive with possibilities, constantly shifting and responding to our collective thoughts and intentions. And right now, scientists are starting to realize that this field might be the key to unlocking the mystery of consciousness itself. But here's where it gets wild. Experiments are showing that our thoughts can literally influence physical reality. Take the Global Consciousness Project. They've been collecting data for years using random number generators stationed all over the world. And during major global events like natural disasters or massive celebrations, these machines register measurable changes. It's as if our collective thoughts, emotions, and energy are shaping the essence of reality. And it doesn't end there. Studies show that when groups of people meditate on peace, violence actually decreases in the areas around them. This isn't some weird magic. It's the power of collective intention, amplified through the quantum field. Your thoughts, your emotions, your intentions, they're not just shaping your world, they're impacting the collective consciousness. You are literally contributing to a global shift in human evolution. Now, let's stop for a moment and consider what this means. Every single positive thought you have, every act of kindness, every moment of joy you experience is sending waves of positive energy into the quantum field. You're not just improving your own life, you're literally making the entire world a better place. But let's flip that. Every negative thought, every act of fear, doubt, or judgment, those drag down the collective vibration. That's why it's so crucial to raise your personal vibration. It's not just about feeling good for yourself. It's about actively contributing to the evolution of human consciousness. When you choose love over fear, compassion over judgment, hope over despair, you're not just changing your own reality. You're helping to uplift the entire human race. But here's the best part. You don't have to be perfect. You don't need to have all the answers. Even the smallest shift in your consciousness creates a ripple effect. A simple moment of gratitude, a mindful breath, or even a smile can send positive waves into the quantum field. You have so much more power than you realize to shape our collective reality. Right now, there's a frequency resonating within you. It's been there all along, waiting for you to recognize it, waiting for you to remember. And the universe, it's offering you the perfect moment to unlock it. But here's the key. Time, in this sense, is fluid. The window of opportunity is open now, and will remain open as long as you align yourself with it. Your energy, your thoughts, your emotions, they're not just random. They are literally creating the reality you experience, literally, right now. In every moment, your energy is like a tuning fork, vibrating, sending signals out into the universe. And the universe is responding in kind. The question is, what frequency are you broadcasting? You can shift that frequency at will. You can take control of your vibration and transform your experience. The universe isn't doing this to you. You are co-creating with it, every second of every day. Isn't that exciting? All it takes is awareness and the right tools to dial in the frequency of the life you prefer. So let's talk about how you can start doing that. 1. Gratitude. This is one of the highest vibrational frequencies available to you, and it's instantaneous. When you start focusing on what you're grateful for, you are already shifting your energy. You are already creating a version of reality that is more aligned with joy, abundance, and fulfillment. You don't have to wait for external proof. You are the proof. 2. Grounding. You are an energy being, yes, but you're also in a physical form. And your physical body is part of the earth. Grounding is a way to reconnect, to align your physical form with the earth's natural frequency, which helps stabilize your energy. Walk barefoot on the earth. Feel the energy flowing into you, stabilizing you, bringing you into balance with the flow of all that is. 3. Sound. Everything in existence is vibration, and sound is one of the most direct ways to shift your vibrational state. Whether it's the soothing tones of Tibetan singing bowls or the harmonizing frequency of 432 Hz music, sound is a powerful tool to recalibrate your energy. Think of it as tuning yourself like a musical instrument, bringing every part of you into resonance with the frequency of your highest joy. Now understand this. You are already the master of your own frequency. These tools are not here to teach you something you don't already know. They are here to help you remember your ability to shift, realign, and recalibrate your energy. Every moment is an opportunity to tune in to the version of reality you prefer. The question is, are you willing to choose it? The universe is responding to you right now. The choice is yours. Will you raise your frequency and align with the life you desire? There's a part of yourself that most people spend their whole lives running from. It's not pretty, and it's not easy to face. But ignoring it? That's what's keeping you stuck. What if the key to unlocking your real power wasn't found in pretending everything's okay, but in confronting the darkest parts of yourself head-on? This isn't about trying to be positive all the time. It's about being real. Here's something powerful to consider. The most beautiful things in life? They often grow in the dark. Think about it. Babies develop in the darkness of the womb, hidden from the world. Seeds push through the soil, surrounded by darkness, before they reach the light. Even stars are born out of the deep black void of space. Growth doesn't happen in the light alone. It's in the darkness where true transformation begins. We live in a world that constantly pressures us to hide our flaws, bury our pain, and act like we've got it all together. But let's be honest. The world is a tough place, and it takes a toll on you. You're not just dealing with your own struggles. You're living in a system designed to keep you feeling small, afraid, and powerless. The truth is, we all have a shadow self, a side of us we don't want to admit is there. Your shadow self isn't a monster. It's a reflection of the pain, anger, and fear you've had to carry for far too long. It's the part of you that's been shaped by the unfairness, the cruelty, and the disappointments of life. And you know what? Pretending it's not there won't make it go away. In fact, the more you try to suppress it, the more it controls you, like a weight you can't shake off, no matter how hard you try. Ignoring your shadow doesn't make you stronger. It just wears you down. You start to feel like you're carrying the world on your shoulders, and eventually, you'll crack. The frustration, the stress, the anxiety. It all starts coming out in ways you can't control. Maybe you lash out, or maybe you just shut down. Either way, this shadow is calling for your attention. So what do? The first step is to stop running. Acknowledge that this part of you exists. Pay attention to those moments when you feel anger rising, when sadness creeps in, or when fear grips you. These aren't random. They're signals from the parts of yourself you've been ignoring. Start to notice what triggers you, and understand that these reactions are coming from the shadow you've kept hidden. Facing your shadow isn't easy. It means looking at the pain you've been carrying and admitting that the world hasn't always been kind to you. It means accepting that life can be hard, and the system is often rigged against you. But when you finally turn and face the shadow, you start to reclaim the parts of yourself that have been buried. It's not about fixing everything. It's about understanding why you feel the way you do and giving yourself the space to process it. So what do? You stop running. You acknowledge it. When anger rises, when sadness strikes, or when fear grips you, these aren't just emotions. They're signals from the shadow self, begging for recognition. This isn't about fixing or banishing it. It's about integrating it, understanding that the pain you carry is real and that it's okay to feel it. Confronting your shadow won't make life suddenly easy, but it will make you authentic, and that's where real strength lies. When you stop pretending everything's perfect, you begin to see things for what they are, and that clarity allows you to use your energy to move forward, instead of keeping yourself locked in battle with your own reflection. Don't think of this as a burden. Think of it as an opportunity to embrace your full spectrum. The light and the dark are both parts of the same whole. You don't need to be perfect. You need to be real. That's where your power is. So, are you ready to step into the truth of who you are and stop running from the shadow? The choice is yours, and the time to face it is now. Your Hue-Man nature has been awakened, but now the real challenge begins. Can it survive in a world that feels so heavy, so dark? Every day is a battle against the forces trying to dim your inner light. You're up against a world that often seems designed to keep you in fear, negativity, and doubt. The truth is, it's tough, but within this challenge lies an opportunity to shine not just for yourself, but for those around you who have lost hope. This is about you and your journey to live as a true being of light in a world that constantly tries to drag you down. Imagine waking up fully aware of the light inside you. How would this change your day-to-day existence? It's not about pretending everything is okay. It's about using your light to change your reality. But let's be real. This world doesn't make it easy to stay in your light. You're surrounded by negativity, from the news, from stressed out people around you, from social media. It's draining. How do you stay in your light when the world seems so dark? The first thing you need to understand is this: you have to protect your energy. This world will take everything it can from you if you don't set boundaries. One powerful way to do this is by creating an energetic shield. Before you step into the chaos of your day, imagine a bubble of golden light surrounding you. This isn't just a mental trick. It's setting a boundary, a clear line between your light and the world's negativity. As you go through your day, visualize that bubble deflecting anything that tries to bring you down. Another crucial tool is mindful breathing. When you feel the weight of the world pressing on you, take 3 deep breaths. Visualize inhaling pure light and exhaling the heaviness that's trying to cling to you. This simple practice can reset your energy and realign you with your true Hue-Man nature. And let's not forget your environment matters. The spaces you spend time in, the people you surround yourself with, all of this impacts your energy. Surround yourself with things that uplift you, whether it's the colors you wear, the crystals you carry, or simply choosing spaces that feel safe and calming. These aren't just woo-woo ideas, they're survival tools in a world that thrives on chaos. But let's be clear. Living as a Hue-Man is not just about protecting yourself from the darkness. It's about bringing your light to the world around you. Every day, you have the chance to elevate the energy of those you meet. A kind word, a smile, a moment of really seeing someone. These small acts ripple out farther than you can imagine. Here's a challenge for you. For just one day, treat everyone you meet like they are also beings of light. They might not know it. They might be struggling. But what happens when you recognize their inner light? It might surprise you how people respond when you see them for who they really are beneath the layers of stress, fear, and anger. But don't fool yourself into thinking this is easy. Living as a Hue-Man in this world means constantly choosing to rise above the negativity that surrounds you. Your thoughts, your emotions, they are constantly shaping not just your life, but the world around you. Every time you choose love over fear, gratitude over resentment, joy over despair, you're not just changing your own life, you're contributing to the collective consciousness of the world. And no, this doesn't mean ignoring the darkness. Living as light means acknowledging the shadows but choosing to shine anyway. It means facing the harsh realities of this world with compassion, with understanding, and with the power to transform. This is how you become a beacon of change, not just for yourself but for the world. The world needs more people who can live their light in the midst of darkness. Are you ready to be one of them? Now let's go deeper. You are not just metaphorically a being of light. You are literally made of light. The science behind this is starting to reveal something astonishing. You, as a human, have the power to manipulate light and energy in ways that can completely transform your experience of reality. This is not just theory. This is science. Let's talk about bioelectrography and biophotons. These are not some distant concepts. They are the very foundation of how living organisms emit light, how you emit light. That's right, you are constantly emitting tiny particles of light known as biophotons. These particles are not visible to the naked eye, but they are always there, acting like messengers, communicating between your cells and even interacting with the environment around you. The glow you emit is not just symbolic, it's real. Here's the really exciting part. This isn't just random light floating around. These biophotons are influenced by your thoughts, your emotions, and your energy state. That means the light you emit is a direct reflection of your inner world. And when you consciously shift your frequency, you can actually alter the way your light interacts with the environment around you. You are literally shaping your reality with every thought, every emotion, every intention you send out. Now let's take it up a notch. Quantum physics is showing us that at the most fundamental level, everything is energy. And this energy responds to consciousness. Nikola Tesla once said, "If you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration." He was right. When you match your frequency with a desired outcome, you are not just thinking about it. You are vibrating at the same frequency as that reality, and the universe has no choice but to reflect it back to you. Think of yourself as a tuning fork. When you adjust your vibration, your frequency, you are not just changing how you feel, you are changing the reality you are tuned into. And science, through the work of pioneers, like those exploring bioelectrography, is starting to reveal the mechanisms behind this. When you shift your frequency, your body's electromagnetic field changes. This field interacts with the quantum world around you, influencing everything from your physical health to the circumstances you experience. The implications of this are profound. You are not just a passive observer in this world, you are an active participant, capable of manipulating light and energy to shape your reality. You are emitting light right now, and with conscious direction, you can use that light to influence the world around you in ways that we are just beginning to understand. This global awakening isn't some far-off event. It's happening right now, in this very moment. And you're not just a passive observer. You're a key player in this cosmic dance. Your journey to higher consciousness isn't just about you. It's about all of us. So, what will you do with this knowledge? How will you use your inner light to illuminate the world around you? Remember, even the smallest act of kindness or moment of mindfulness sends ripples through the quantum field, affecting the entire tapestry of existence. Let's get down to something real, something practical. There are light beings, entities that exist on higher vibrational planes, and they are more accessible than you might think. They don't live in some far-off galaxy or mystical realm. They exist in the same space as you, just on a different frequency. It's like tuning a radio. These beings are always there, but you need to adjust your dial to connect with them. Here's where it gets realistic. You don't need a special gift or supernatural powers to make contact. What you need is to raise your vibration and shift your consciousness. This happens through very grounded practices: meditation, mindfulness, and even paying attention to your dreams. These aren't magical acts. They are scientifically backed techniques that quiet the noise of everyday life and allow you to tune into these higher frequencies. Here's the science. Our bodies emit energy, electromagnetic waves, that can be measured. You've heard of brain waves, right? They're categorized by frequency, from beta, active thinking, down to delta, deep sleep. When you meditate or enter a mindful state, your brain moves into theta or alpha waves, which are linked to relaxation, creativity, and enhanced perception. This is when you're most open to receiving communication from higher dimensional beings. It's not some mystical thing. It's about tuning in to a part of yourself that's already there. Think of it this way. When you raise your vibration, you're clearing out the static, the everyday mental chatter, and creating a space where these light beings can connect with you. They communicate in ways that aren't like human speech. They work through telepathy, thought and feeling. Have you ever had a strong gut feeling or an intuitive hunch? That's the kind of interaction we're talking about. The messages can come through in dreams, during deep meditation, or even through moments of inspiration during your day. And here's where it gets even more practical. These light beings aren't here to fix your problems. They aren't going to tell you how to live your life. But they can guide you toward realizing the potential you already hold. They are like mirrors, reflecting back the truth about who you are and what you're capable of, helping you see beyond your own limitations. The more you raise your awareness, the more you can step into these higher dimensions. And the more you step into those higher dimensions, the clearer the guidance becomes. But it starts with consciousness, your ability to focus, to be still, and to raise your vibration through practical, everyday tools like meditation and mindfulness. This isn't about being perfect or enlightened. It's about understanding that you are part of something bigger, an interconnected consciousness. When you take the time to raise your vibration, you're tuning into a broader reality. It's real, it's practical, and it's possible. Remember, the power to transform your reality is within you right now. The quantum field is responding to your thoughts, your intentions, and your energy. The more aware you become, the more you will see the changes unfolding in your life and the world around you. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What kind of content would you like to see more of? Are you interested in learning more about metaphysics, controlling energy, or diving deeper into the quantum field and how you can actively shape your reality? Let me know in the comments. I'm here to create content that resonates with you and helps you on your path. And don't forget, I've got other videos on the channel that explore metaphysical principles, light beings, and conscious energy control in more detail, so be sure to check them out. If you're ready to dive deeper, hit subscribe, and let's keep this conversation going.